Hello, good morning, guys. For yesterday's topics, if you have any doubts, you can ask me now, or else we can continue the class. Hello, guys. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
So, if you have any doubts in yesterday's session, you can ask me, or else I will continue the class. Okay. I hope everyone understand yesterday's class. Okay. So today we are going to see this item, row, and column. Okay, so these three things you're going to cover today. So how these three things works you're going to see now. Okay, so first one is an item. Okay, so what's the difference between, first of all, a rectangle and an item? Can see here. So maximum the properties what rectangle is holding, the same properties, maximum properties is going to be, item is also, item is also holding the same properties as like your rectangle. Okay, the only difference here is, so this is going to be a transparent item, is nothing but a transparent. So as you see rectangle, we can give colors to this rectangle, but we can't give any colors to this item. We can't give any colors to this item, and we can't give any shapes to this item. Okay, item is itself is a transparent. Okay, transparent is not, I think all of you know that it's transparent, right? So we can see what is there in the background also. Okay, if you apply something like item also, so you can see what is there in the background also. Okay, that is we are going to call it as a transparent. Okay, so here item is there. Okay, item, we can't give any color codes to this item. If you give colors, invalid property name. If you give an colors to this item, if you try to give an colors to this item, so it will give an error called color red, invalid property name color. Okay, one more thing you have to remember, if it will give the maximum compile time error also, or else it will give runtime error. Okay, yeah, how QML is going to be working here is, it may give compile time error, or it may give runtime error. Means runtime error means it will execute till here, and it will stop executing from this line. Okay, it will start it will stop executing from that line. We have to check whether any, here like this, any reference errors are there or not. Actually the program has been running, and suddenly this line can't be assigned, and it will give an error code exit with -1. Okay, here you have to remember, here is, in QML it won't give any compile time errors. Maximum it won't give any compile time errors. It will give a runtime errors. It will give a runtime errors. Okay, so it is telling that invalid property name. Okay, item does not having any color codes. Item does not having any color codes. Okay, Okay, so in this item we are trying to we are going to demonstrate about the row and the column here, right? So I think in matrix, how many of you remember this row and column concept? I think everyone knows this rows and columns, right? We are going to call these all are the rows and these all are the columns, right? These all are the columns. Okay, so in the same way here, here row and column concept is going to be worked here. So whenever we are trying to do something repeatedly, so we can keep them in a row and in a column. We can keep them in a row and we can keep them in a column. First of all, we will try to see about first column. Then if you want, if we add this row, how this is going to be working, we will see. So I have taken three colors. I have taken, we are showing these three colors, red, green and blue here. Okay, in a column way. In a column way, single column it is there. It is the single column and three items are there. Three items are displaying in a in single row. Okay, in a row the three columns has been displayed here. Okay, so this is the column. So column has separate, some properties will be there. You can see here column QML type. So bottom padding, left padding, move padding, populate, right pad, spacing, top padding. Only these properties are holding by this column. Only these properties will be holded by this column. Okay, so we can't give any for commonly rectangles. For if you're using rectangles in this column, we can't give any common things to this column here. Only these properties are available for the column. Okay, so here the mostly used thing is spacing. Okay, the most useful thing is here is spacing. Spacing is nothing but in column we are writing some three rectangles here, right? We have taken three rectangles here. Okay, in column we are trying to create a three rectangles. Okay, so in these three rectangles displaying one by one, right? Column is going to be displaying in a 1, 2, 3, three rectangles, right? So each line represents here a rectangle. Here three lines here, it is representing as a rectangle, just suppose. Okay, so each rectangle, if you don't give any spacing here, if you don't give any spacing here, what will happen? So it will continuously take it as a column 1, 2 and 3. It won't give any space in between colors. It won't give any space between these colors. If you want to space between item to item, so we are going to call this rectangle also an item.
వద్దు అవసరం లేదు తీ.
Are you able to see this screen, my screen? Everyone able to see the screen? Okay. Okay, so this column having some column spacing having some, if you don't give any spacing here, it will give continuous rectangles. Okay, so we will see one example here. If I don't give any spacing here, what will happen? So you can see here the colors are going to be continuously displayed here, right? Okay, so have you seen the difference here? So there is a rectangle, three rectangles are there. We are displaying here. We are using three rectangles to display here. Some color codes and width and height is 50, 50, 20, 50, and one more thing is 70, 50 I have taken. Okay, so here we are going to see these three colors which is displaying continuously, right? Continuously in a column way. In a column way. Okay, so in this column, just see here, if I don't give any spacing here, if I don't give any spacing here, it is next rectangle is starting when the first rectangle is ended, and the second rectangle is starting when the third rectangle is starting when the second rectangle is ended. There is no gap between these three. Okay, if you want to create a gap between these three, we can give here spacing. Here we can give a spacing length here. You can see here, you can see the difference here. So spacing between this column, for in column there is a spacing between each rectangle in column. Okay, in column, so you can see the spacing between each rectangle here. Okay, so this is how your column and spacing is going to be worked here in this rectangle, or you can take another item also, no issue. We can take rectangle, you can take item, or you can take list view. Anything is going to be possible to take here. Okay, you can use the text edit, you can use the text layouts, or edit text, whatever it may be. So it will display in a three. If you are going to using a column means, it is going to be displaying one by one. Okay, first column, second column, third column with the spacing of 10. Here the spacing is going to be given as 10. That's why it is going to be displaying like this. Okay, in the same way, in the same way, row is also going to work. In the same way, row is also going to work. You can see here. In the same way, you can see 1, 2, 3. In a single row, you're going to get rectangle 1, rectangle 2, rectangle 3. Okay, rectangle 1, rectangle 2, rectangle 3 with the spacing of 10. With the spacing of 10. Okay, so what we can do here, we can use both row and column. Here we can use in a row, we can use column, on column we can use row also. So we can see here, in I have taken a row, in a row I have taken a column. Okay, row, for this row, what is the anchors dot fill parent means, the parent is this is the parent. Okay, so this is the item is the parent here. For this item, we are going to give this parent details here. Parent details is nothing but this window. Parent details is nothing but this window. Okay, so this is how your parent and child is going to be working. So this parent means, item parent means, this is the parent for this item. Okay, for this row, this item is going to be the parent. Okay, for this row, item width and height and properties are going to be given to this child called row. So row having anchors dot fill parent means item properties is going to be given to this row, not window properties, not window properties. Okay, so this is how your child and your parent is going to be working. Okay, now parent is having the properties of item like width and height, and the remaining things are going to give it taken from this item itself. Okay, okay, in a row, I have taken a column, rectangle, again column. Okay, in a row I have taken a column, then I have taken a rectangle, then I have taken a again column. So we will see the output first. Can see here in single row, first row has been started. In row, first column, the next here is the rectangle, and third one is the column. So first column, here the first column, and the rectangle, I have taken the rectangle here. So this is the rectangle space, and this is the column, and this is the third column. First rectangle, 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So first column has been displayed here, and the rectangle has been displayed here, and third one is again column has been displayed here. Okay, so if you are having spacing for this column, so the spacing is going to be coming here. Okay, so I have taken and now we will see the code. So first column, the spacing has been 5, red, green, blue. The rectangle I have taken a white here. The rectangle I have taken here is a white. So that's why we are going to see a empty space over there. Empty space over there. Can give yellow. Can see here rectangle. First rectangle I have taken, and it is keeping as yellow. And the third row, that is again a column. So it is going to be displaying like this. Okay, so what we have understand in this example here is, so with the help of this row and column, okay, with the help of this row and column, we can create in a row, we can create a multiple columns. In a row we can create a multiple columns. In the same way, in a single column we can create a multiple rows also. We can create multiple rows also. Okay, so if you have any doubts till now regarding this item, row, column, you can ask me.
Hello.
Hello.
हाँ sir, last one item na item ID name and anchor field parent. The last row I did, sir.
Last one, item ID name. Sir, can you repeat the
हाँ,
question?
item ID name and last one is row. I didn't get that one, sir. How to execute that?
Item ID name 1. This one you're asking.
Last one, sir. Row na हाँ last sir. Downside.
This
Row
one.
anchor field parent na sir. हाँ that one. The three that three I don't understand, sir. Column, rectangle and column. Last execution, sir, only. That one.
So in a row, okay, first of all you have to remember here is, it is a row, right? Row we can create a column, or we can
Yes.
create a rectangle, or item also we can create. I have taken an example to show that in a row we are not only able to use the column, or anything what we have created we can use in that row or column. Did you get this point? What I'm trying to tell here is,
Yes, sir.
in a row, so not only the columns, what are the columns are available, not only columns, we can create our own components and we can use them, I'm telling that. Okay, we can use rectangle, you can use item, whatever it may be. We can use in a particular row or column, we can create and we can use them actually. Okay, in a row
Yes.
only columns should be used, or in a column only rows should be used. Not like that. We can create in a column, and first you can create the column or something else you can create. Again you can create a row or something else you can create. In this flow we can create our own things based upon your requirement.
Okay.
Okay.
Getting, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
not only columns and rows, we can create some other things like rectangle, some other items are there, right? Text edit is there,
Uh,
text box is there, and color gradients are there.
okay.
We can use anything from any of them in between of this row.
Okay. Getting, sir.
Okay. Hmm. So everyone is clear till here, right? Or anyone having doubts? Everyone is clear till here, right? So the second thing here is, you have to remember here is names, ID names. Okay, so ID names in this page, this is a page, QML page, right? So in this page, okay, for this item there is a naming conversion I have given. For complete this item, the name ID name is name1. So here with this name we can access this item within the other items or rectangles or whatever it may be. We can access them actually we can access them. Tomorrow we will see example on this, what is this ID names, mouse areas, and one more topic we'll cover tomorrow. Okay, so here you have to remember, when you're developing in your qt or qml pages, in qt qml pages, you have to remember here is the id names is very important, and that should not be repeated in the same page, that the item should not be, the same name should not be repeated here. Okay, the same name should not be repeated here. Why? Because with this id name we can actually control this item, we can actually control this item. Okay, so with this name from some other rectangle or something, some other things where we can see here, those can be controlled by this name actually. We can control by this id name actually. So that's why the name should not be repeated, the name should not be repeated. Okay, this is very 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 important, you have to remember this point. Name should should not be repeated. Okay, so this should not be repeated at any cost. Okay, why? Because we are going to use this in some other places. So so in this way, name dot visible is there, right? I'm getting this name dot visible, or some other things are there, means if it is a text edit, I can get the name dot text, means it is going to return the what the text available in that. Okay, we will see that examples, what is this component completed, and we will see in the later example. But I'm trying to show here is, so name1 is the item here, name1 is an item, and we are able to control this name1 name with this id name. We can control from some other places within the same QML. Within the same QML page, we can control whether it has to show or it has not to show, or the text what we have entered, and if you click something or then the QML page, that the data available from the some other components or some other QML items, we can collect data from this ID names itself, with the ID names itself. Okay, so that's why the naming convention should be very clear and unique. Just maintain some names should be some clear names, and should maintain some clear names, and the name should be unique to each ID what we are going to assign, what you're going to assign. Okay, so have you understand about this IDs names conversions, ID name conversions? Did you understand about this naming conversions?
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Till here, if you have any doubts, you can ask me.
In that, item na, hello,
Yeah, hello.
sir. In that, you using last one is item is ID name too, sir.
Yeah,
Is a simple doubt, sir. Is anchor field colon parent, sir. Parent one is a class.
here
There anchor field na, sir.
anchor dot fill methods are nothing but, so
Huh?
this is an item, this is the second item, right? This is the first item,
Yes.
and this is the second item. Okay, so I'm
Okay.
telling here is anchors dot fill parent means, here anchors dot fill parent means the parent of this item is this window,
Okay.
right? In the same way, item is
Yes.
also having anchors dot fill parent, right? For this item also,
Hmm.
the parent is window only.
Okay.
Got it?
Miss both of our yes, sir.
So parent means Yankees dot fill parent means the properties what having this window, the same properties assigned to this item one, and the same properties is assigned to this item name one item and name two item also. Like
Okay.
width, height, and anchors dot uh, left, right, or something will be there, right? All those things will be there, right? The same properties is assigned to this name one and name two. Okay, so row, again row having some anchors dot fill parent I have written, right? Anchors dot fill parent means for this row, this item name 2 is there, right? Here name 2 is there, right? Name 2 having properties is assigned to this row. This item name 2 properties having this some properties, right? Thus properties assigned to this row. Okay, in the same way you can if you're writing in between in column, again in rectangle, anchors dot parent means the parent is nothing but row, the row properties assigned to this rectangle. Okay, if you're trying to rectangle in rectangle, anchors dot fill parent means it won't go to main window, it won't go to main window is there, right? Here window is there, right? It won't go here. So what is the upper one, upper item is there, right? Those the properties is going to be given to this rectangle. Got it? Yeah, any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can ask me, or else you can practice till here this row, column, and this concept. Row, column, item, naming conversion till there. Tomorrow we will see button, how to create our own custom button with rectangular item and mouse area. Okay, mouse area and component uncompleted. Okay, these three topics you will see tomorrow. Are you getting this QML? Are you able to do this QML?
Yes,
QML
sir.
partings?
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubts, you can ask me.
Sir, in that you make first of all design a UI and then backend programming, or comparison QML is only programming, na, not using UI.
Can you repeat the once again the question?
Sir, using in QMake require a, UI designing and then backend programming, like that using push button, uh, all others label. In compared to QML, not require UI designing, na, that only programming.
No, there is a design studio also is available.
Okay.
QML design studio is also available. Or else you can do with coding also. Okay, but
Okay. That's
most
not
of the
because I guess.
yeah. QML design studio is also available. You can use that also. But mostly in the outside companies also mostly are going to use this coding itself.
Okay. Because I yesterday reading, na, that's why that time is a difference between the saying. That's why I
Okay,
asked you.
okay. So there is a
Thank you, sir.
design, yeah, design studio also is there available. Qt design, QML design studio also is available. But mostly,
Okay.
but outside the companies, they are going to maximum. You are going to use this Qt QML coding itself.
Okay, sir.
So actually, widgets also you should write with coding itself. We should not use actually what you're dragging and dropping is there, right?
Yes.
That should not be used actually. In companies, they are going to use actually uh, coding itself. From coding itself, they're going to create push buttons and everything, layouts,
Hmm.
spaces, and everything is going to be created by coding itself.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Should I share this example with you? Example code with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will share it in this group. This file will be shared within in the group itself right now, and I will share the recording also. Okay. So see you tomorrow, class.